and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be doing a super yummy practice to help balance your sacral chakra. So this is the second energy center in the chakra system, and it is the home of your creativity, also your sensuality, and also the home of your emotions. So let's get ready and all set up. If you have any props, that's great. If not, that's totally okay too. If you do have blocks or pillows, grab a couple of those. I also highly recommend working with any orange crystals that you may have too, like orange calcite's really great to help bring in some of those beautiful orange energies, as that's the color that is connected to the sacral chakra. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get set up. So we're going to first start super easy today in cross-legged seated position. I do highly recommend placing a pillow or block underneath the sitting bones for this specific pose, as it helps to elevate the hips above the knees, but truly just listen to your body and whatever feels best today. So coming into a cross-legged seated position, you might prefer a pillow as opposed to a block, finding whatever props you need to make you feel as comfortable as possible. And we'll take a moment together to connect into today's practice. We'll take a few deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. You're more than welcome to have a single point gaze in front of you, or if you would like to gently close the eyes at this time, that is great too. So I'll invite you to take a deep breath in through the nose, exhaling audibly out the mouth. Taking another deep breath in through the nose and exhaling audibly out the mouth. One more just like that. The biggest breath you've taken all day in through the nose. Exhaling audibly out the mouth. Letting something go. Starting to settle into your body and space. Let's do a little check-in with the body to see how you're feeling today. Noticing the physical body, perhaps also the emotional body. I'll invite you to imagine an orange light at your second energy center, your second chakra, which is located where the reproductive organs are. So just below the belly button, imagining a bright orange light in that space. And you can feel free to imagine that bright orange light throughout the practice if you'd like. Otherwise, just taking a moment to start to activate this beautiful energy center of the sacral chakra. Imagining that orange light just below the belly button. Grounding into this moment, connecting into the energy of orange. So today's practice is going to be a super easy, nourishing practice. We're going to move slowly and intentionally. So when you're ready, removing the block, bolster, or pillow that you may have, placing it nearby, and we're going to come into butterfly pose. This is one of my personal favorites and is a super wonderful pose to help to activate, strengthen sacral chakra energy center. So to come into butterfly, both bottoms of the feet come together. If this is a lot for your body, you might want to experiment with how far you have your feet in front of you. Also, if this is a lot, you can absolutely come into a more restorative version of this pose by placing a block just underneath both knees on either side, or any type of bolsters or pillows if that feels good for you. And you can feel free, if you would like to have a long spine here, if that feels good. You also can come into a more, it's like cocoon butterfly vibes. If you would like to relax into your butterfly like this, truly whatever feels best for you. Taking a moment to breathe, make sure that you're still breathing. Sometimes when we come into postures that are new for our body, sometimes we may hold the breath if we come into new spaces within the physical body that we may not be used to. Also, the sacral chakra is known to store a lot of emotions here. We tend to store a lot of emotions in our hips, And so when we open those spaces, if emotions want to come through, we might like hold on, hold on for dear life. But that being said, coming into a comfortable butterfly, whatever feels best for you. If you would like to keep your butterfly the way that it is, that is beautiful. Otherwise, if you would like to start to bring a little bit of movement into the practice, you can start to activate your butterfly wings. Gentle movements here, especially if you're not used to hip openers. Feeling what feels best in your body today. It might be different every day. And when you feel complete, I will guide you now through reclined butterfly. So you're going to keep the legs the exact same, but instead we're going to take a block on either side, either a block, some type of bolster, or a pillow, underneath the both knees, if that feels best for you. You don't necessarily have to use the props, but if you would like extra support today, placing support underneath both knees. You also can put if you have a long bolster or pillow, you can absolutely put that behind you as well if you like to lay on a prop to make it extra nourishing, even if you wanted to grab a blanket and get all cozy for a few moments. And when you feel ready, place the palms behind you and slowly, gently start to walk yourself down into your reclined butterfly pose. This pose is one of my personal favorites. It is so nourishing. You can keep the props if you'd like, or if you would like a little bit more of a challenge, see what it feels like to be in reclined butterfly without the props. Taking a moment to connect into how this pose feels within the body. Taking some deep breaths. You can feel free to close the eyes. It's a very relaxing pose. Breathing into the body, connecting into your sacral center with the beautiful orange light there. And when you feel complete here, we'll take a little moment for happy baby if it feels good in your body. So what that looks like is you're going to, a few different variations. So you're going to place your palms or hands on the external part of your leg or feet, sort of like this, depending on if it feels good in your body. I personally am not the biggest fan of happy baby, I'm not gonna lie, but I always like to guide people here if it feels good within your physical body. Otherwise, doing what feels best. You might want to rock your happy baby as well. And when you feel complete, placing your feet back on the earth, I'm going to guide you to come onto the left side or whichever side feels best for you, and then gently coming back up. We're now going to move into frog pose. So this is definitely a little bit more of a challenging pose. But that being said, only go to the edge that feels best for you. So coming into frog, I recommend coming onto all fours. And then you're slowly going to start to widen the knees, almost like you're coming into a child's pose, but instead keeping the shins and calves parallel to each other. And as much as it feels good for you, so you can stay up if you'd like. If you would like to come onto your forearms, that's great too. This is a super extra stretchy stretch. That's not a technical term, but this is definitely one that really gets into the hip area and can be intense. So if this is feeling really intense for you, you can come out as much as it feels best within your body. But if you would like more of a challenge, just meeting whatever edge feels best for you, remembering to breathe here, honoring and acknowledging any physical sensations within the body. You can drop the head if that feels best for you, or focus on a single point in front of you. Breathing here, breathing into the tight spaces. And if you're like, oh my goodness, I'm ready to come out of this pose, we're going to gently walk the hands back and walk the knees back together. We're going to finish our practice today by coming into Goddess Pose, another personal favorite of mine. So to do so, we're going to come into a standing position. Find a comfortable standing position. Make sure the spine is elongated, perhaps taking a deep breath here in through the nose and out the mouth. And now we'll start to widen the distance between the feet and having the feet point at a 45-degree angle, sort of towards the edge of each mat. And we'll slowly start to bring the tailbone down here, making sure to keep the spine elongated here. There's a few variations I'll walk you through. So you can absolutely hold on to your thighs if it feels best here, if this is a lot for you today. You can also, if you would like to bring a little cactus vibes into your goddess pose, or palms at heart center. Whatever feels best for you today. We're going to take 3 deep breaths in together through the nose, exhaling out the mouth, breathing into any tight spaces. Another deep breath in through the nose, exhaling audibly out the mouth. And one more deep breath in through the nose and exhaling audibly out the mouth. You can stay in this pose as long as you'd like, but if you're like, I am so ready to get out of it, you can slowly start to walk your feet back in together, and we'll take one final deep breath in together through the nose, inhaling the arms up to the sky and exhaling out the mouth, palms to heart center. Thank you so much for joining this practice with me today to help boost your creativity, your sensuality, help to bring balance to your emotional center. I hope that you enjoyed it, and until next time.